Let me share with you how to make the most delicious cookies and cream cake using just simple ingredients you probably have in the comfort of your home. So it was my daughter's birthday a few days ago, and this was part of her special request. I also shared this with few friends and family, and they all loved it. A warm welcome to my channel. My name is Helen, and I'm so glad to have you here once again. So if this sounds like a kind of vibe, then please sit back, relax, and then enjoy. Now let's get baking and bring this beauty to life. Thank you. So I'm starting off by unwrapping my very soft butter, and I personally love using this particular brand because it makes my cakes very soft and tender each time I use it. Yeah, so just make sure your butter is very soft. It makes it very easy to work with, and it helps combine everything smoothly. So I'm using 250 grams of butter, and I'll begin by whisking it for about a minute just to get it going before adding the next ingredient. The next ingredient to add will be half a cup of custard sugar. So you can add more if you have a sweet tooth. And if you watch my videos, you realize I love using custard sugar in baking or in my baking because it has finer crystals and it dissolves very easily, giving you that smooth and creamy texture. I whisked this for about 7 to 8 minutes, but just look at how creamy it turned out. Absolutely beautiful. Now it's time to add in the eggs bit by bit. So I'm starting off by adding just 2 eggs, and I'll whisk this until it's beautifully combined before adding the remaining eggs. The butter is already creamy. Whisking takes like a minute or two and you're good. And it's now time to add the second batch of eggs, and I added 2 eggs as well. So in total, I would say I used 4 eggs for this recipe. I'll be whisking this for another 2 minutes or until everything is nicely incorporated. Also, don't forget to scrape down the sides and bottom of your bowl as you go, because you want a very smooth and even mixture throughout. And when you are done, it should look very creamy and rich, just like you've seen in the video. Once that's ready, I'll just set it aside and move on to the next stage. In a separate bowl, I'll go ahead and sift in some flour, and sifting helps break up any lumps and makes the flour very lighter and much easier to work with, and it just makes it perfect for baking. So for this recipe, I'm using 2 cups of flour, and once that's done, I'll add just a teaspoon of baking powder, and I'll give it a gentle mix to combine everything evenly and set it aside for the next stage. Now let's prep our Oreos. So I'm placing as many Oreos as I like into a Ziploc bag. You can use just a few or as many as you prefer. So I'll crush them using a rolling pin until they are very nice and crumbly. And once done, I'll just set that aside too. So now back to our butter. It's time to bring everything together, and I'll start by adding the dry ingredients we just prepared into the batter. One important note is at this stage, you don't need a mixer. You want to avoid over mixing. So please gently fold everything together using a spatula or with the help of your spatula. And this helps keep the cake very light and fluffy. I'm also adding just a few drops of vanilla extract for that lovely depth of flavor. And I'll mix that in as well. This part takes like a minute or two, and then you could, a minute or two enough just to combine everything together. The next ingredient to add after mixing is half a cup of evaporated milk. You can as well use your preferred milk, but I love using this milk because of how rich and creamy it makes my cake. So I gently mix that in until everything is beautifully incorporated. And our final ingredient to add is our crushed Oreos that we prepared earlier. So I'll just add them in and fold gently until everything is evenly distributed throughout the butter. But just look at how good it's looking. So I've already lined up my baking pans and I've brushed them lightly with some butter to prevent sticking. And I'll start by scooping the butter into the pan. And I'm going with one scoop at a time. So if you want your cakes to come out the same size, it's best to measure it on the scale after every scoop. But for this recipe, we are just using our ice cream scoop and then we're good. And each pan gets like 3 scoops of butter. And while I'm doing this, my oven is already preheated to 150 degrees. Yes. Once all the butter is in, I'm just topping it up with an extra crushed Oreos. And it's for that signature cookies and cream finish. So I'll just give it a gentle swirl using a skewer to work those Oreos a bit slightly. Yes, and it's time to bake. And I'll be baking for 40 minutes at 150 degrees. This is how it looks after 20 minutes. And I covered the cakes 35 minutes into baking. And this is the trick I use if or when I don't want the top part of the cake to burn. But just look at the final outcome. It looks so good. It was so good. And you can see that I also did the skewer test just to make sure everything came out nicely. And just like that, we've baked a very delicious cookies and cream cakes. Very simple to follow. And I'm sure you're gonna love it as much as we did. So I just allowed it to cool down before taking them off the pans. If you've watched this far, you're a true gem. Thank you so much for taking time to watch till the very end. I truly appreciate your love and support. If you enjoyed this video, please share with someone who would love to try this recipe. You can follow us on all socials at Upclose with Abena. And of course, I had to break into just to show you how moist and perfect it looks on the inside. Yes, and before I forget, we got 6 cakes in total. Do you know that you can now share photos of any recipes you try here? Yes, just go to my community and then upload photos or give out your comment on any recipe you try and we'll be glad to reply them all. Thank you so much. Until next time, have a blissful weekend and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.